Thank you very much for joining me. How you been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Steve Rannazzisi. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the guy. I'm Steve Rannazzisi.
I feel cheated on.
I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the guy. I'm Steve Rannazzisi. What's the odds? What's the odds? What's the odds?
What's the odds with Steve Rannazzisi? Welcome back to the podcast, May 15th, 2019. Thank you very much for joining me. We are live on the All Things Comedy Facebook page. So call in. The number's 323-282-7424. Oh, yeah, 282-7424. That's right. Yeah. We're going to be talking Game of Thrones, the NBA playoffs, and the draft lottery yesterday. We're going to talk a little NHL, a little baseball, and at the end, McCown's going to join us. We're going to talk the PGA Championship coming up this week. And I'm joined in studio by my guest. Thank you, buddy. Erik Griffin, ladies and gentlemen, of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, wear my Clipper jersey. You said NBA playoffs, so I said let me get my Clipper jersey on.
Oh, dude. That fucking jerseys. I love it.
Well, I loved when Blake Griffin got traded because now I'm the only
you're the only Griffin.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was trying to get him to give me all his stuff.
I mean, why not? He's not using it anymore.
Yeah, what are you doing with
Do you think they'll retire his number?
No.
He was there 8 years.
9 years, I think.
9 years? Yeah.
I guess. I don't think they've retired any now. If they're not going to retire Loie Vaught's number.
It depends if they win a championship while he's still playing. If they win a championship without him, then they don't need to. But if they don't, and he retires in like 5 or 6 years.
He changed the culture of the franchise.
It was a joke.
Yeah, he changed the culture of the franchise, so maybe he should get like an honorary
I'm just
area.
wondering. So that might be, you might not be done with that jersey now.
Yeah.
That might not be the only. And of course, Erik Griffin joins us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
No
Steve.
problem. The countdown till your move to New York, right?
Yeah, and I got to lose to you this weekend with the Yankees and Rays.
You're moving to New York?
Oh, yeah. He's moving to New York.
Wow.
Brooklyn.
And also he lost a bet to me last weekend because the New York Yankees beat the Tampa Bay Devil Rays 2 out of 3 games over the weekend. So thank you very much. We'll figure out what you're going to do. Maybe you'll have to walk to New York.
Oh, wow, that'll be
Maybe
good.
I'll pick a city to city, and then you'll just have to hoof it. That part of the trip. Does that sound
Yeah,
fair?
I'll make it to my apartment by next year.
We'll talk about it.
I can't believe you guys are watching baseball.
Dude, we watch. Yeah, I mean, for me, I watch baseball because my sons are. Well, my youngest son's absolutely addicted to sports. Number one,
Right.
But baseball is like his.
Is that
jam.
the one? Oh,
That's
wow.
his jam.
Good for you.
That and basketball. But the playoffs right now, he's a Steph Curry fan. This is the new breed of kid you got, dude, because you got a kid that just watches someone go, and now he just he can hit. I go, hey, you can shoot 100 3-pointers when you hit 100 layups in a row.
Right.
And then one day I went out there and he's like 51, 52, 53, 54. And he just then he was doing the mic-ins, 55.
Yeah.
56. He's going side to side. So now he's just like, he just wants to pop threes.
Oh, no.
And so for him.
Well, he's a white kid, so.
Yeah.
You
I
know
told
what
you that joke. He goes, what do you want for Christmas? Black skin. I go, no. He goes, no. I go, Santa does not bring black skin. He goes, I can't play basketball.
I couldn't have a black mom.
So yeah, I mean, my point is, he watches the NBA playoffs. He watches Steph Curry. He watches the Warriors dominate, and so he's like, this is boring. And then, believe it or not, he thinks
boring.
He switches from that to baseball, which is like the most boring thing in the world. But he just loves, the nuances of baseball, especially because we're in the middle of Little League right now season, and so he's like focusing on that. But he, overall, I'm excited about the playoffs. I was excited. I had a great basketball feeling until last night.
Yeah.
Until last night.
I agree with you.
Because I feel
tonight will be the night you'll get it back.
I hope so. I'll tell you why.
That should be a good series. The Bucks in Toronto.
Yes, that should be a good series.
Yeah.
My palate was ruined last night by the lottery.
Oh.
That started
Because you're from New York.
and I understand what you're saying though, because the first 2 rounds have been pretty competitive.
Very.
The Houston
first game
Golden
7.
State.
That's the first game 7 winning basket in game 7.
Portland, Denver was fun to watch for the 11 people that tuned in and watched all 7 games.
It was a great series though.
Yeah, and so it was great. But last night it all got ruined because I'm saying to myself, It's fun to watch people at a party.
Yeah.
It's fun to say, hey, I can see these guys having a good time. They're having a good time. I want to be at that party.
Yeah, but not when they get like food poisoning.
Yes,
That's what happens.
some teams get food poisoning. Tampa Bay Lightning got food poisoning at that party. There.
Thanks for reminding me.
But when you go, I as the Knicks, I want to go to that party. I want to be invited. To get there, I need certain tools. And we did what we needed to do. We tanked enough this year to get the first pick. And then somehow or another, we got fucked.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that this is terrible for the NBA that the Pelicans got the number 1 pick. They already have a generational talent who doesn't want to be there, who feels like the organization doesn't do enough to win. And now you're going to get another one? Like, I
That's why I'm happy for them in the sense. I take the reverse aspect where I say I'm happy that it feels like nobody wants to play down there, and they're getting the tools to be able to put a good team together.
But they had the tools. They already had the tools to put a good team together.
They had
because they put a good team together that swept Portland a year before. Okay, and then what happened is they didn't re-sign the players they should have re-signed. They should have re-signed Rondo. They didn't want to pay him. They should have re-signed that other guy that they had. They didn't want to pay him. I mean, this is an organization that doesn't want to spend money. So now they got lucky. So now they don't even have to pay Zion for 7 years in the same way they did to Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
It's a travesty.
And, well, look.
The Lakers are going to package the number 4 pick and a couple.
That's the team I did not want to see. That's the team. I said when they got into the top 4, I go, holy fuck. I go, oh, this whole time we're going, this is a conspiracy. They obviously, the NBA wants Zion Williamson in a major market. So, of course, the Knicks are going to get the first pick. And then all of a sudden, you see that Lakers up, and I go, motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're going to back their way into the first pick? And as soon as I saw the 4 come out and I saw them, I went from thank God, and then immediately 3rd pick to see what the fuck. I mean,
there's some good players out there, though.
Sure.
This is one of the deepest drafts. There's some good players out there.
Sure, absolutely. But
yeah, but check this out.
Here's also the thing. It's that the first pick is unfuck-upable. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
well, see, I don't know about that.
How do you not? Okay, like, what Knick fan is going to say, why would they take Zion Williamson? I'm sure there's a couple out there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they were talking.
It's if the Knicks got the pick, it's almost like we need a win so badly that we can't fuck it up. We need that's how badly we need it.
But there's always a Greg Oden out there.
Yeah, I get that.
Number 1,
and we'll jump off that bridge when we get to it. But for right now, with the ownership that we have and the leadership that we have, we need a guaranteed home victory where it's like that's the guy we're drafting. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Right.
He's a generational talent.
You can't skip past him.
We're not. Look, there are other great players.
Even if he tanks.
But this guy is the best player. This guy is the Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, of it, and you can't fuck it up. So if you take that guy, great. And if you don't have any, now the Knicks have to go figure out who the next fucking guy is. And this is where they turn into the fucking Home Alone. We'll build a plan, and everything gets fucked up.
Well, they're supposed to get Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant.
It's and we were supposed to get the first pick. Exactly. This is my point. This is the slippery slope.
True enough.
To last placeville again.
Well, here's the thing though that I have my reservations about Zion because is he a power forward? Is he going to be a power forward?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so if he's a power forward, let me point something out to you.
Okay.
Power forward is just like receivers in the NFL. The best receivers in the NFL, they don't win the Super Bowl. Now I want to point something out to you. In the last 40 years,
Charles Barkley,
only one.
Tim Duncan's the only one.
Is the only one who was the best player on the team and won the championship.
And he did not look like Zion Williams.
Okay, and the rest of them, yeah, but there's been plenty of guys.
And it took a lot for Kevin Garnett. It took a lot of other players.
He wasn't the best player on the team.
Right.
It was Paul Pierce, but it's still he was the closest, right?
Yeah.
And then I would say maybe Dirk, but Dirk wasn't even playing like a power forward. You know, but what I'm just trying to tell you is there have been some outstanding, like generational talent, power forwards. They don't win the championship. That's just
Patrick
all
Ewing.
I'm saying.
I completely agree with you.
He's the center. That's right.
Centers are different, but power forwards do not win the championship.
I agree with you.
So I just
that's
don't
why,
know.
in my opinion, with no ifs, ands, or buts, Tim Duncan's the best power forward of all time.
Right. And I used to,
because not only numbers, but all the championships.
He was the best player on the team,
exactly,
at the power forward position, and they won the championship, and that never happened.
But don't you see a similarity here, where you have a guy like Anthony Davis, which he might still be there next year. Who knows? Maybe not. But where you have a Zion Williamson come in, and there's your Greg Robinson and Duncan duo, where you have the one guy who's like, hey, I'll show you what to do for a while, and then maybe you take over after I'm done or I leave.
I don't trust Alvin Gentry, and I don't trust that organization. What I would do, we know what the Lakers really should do is they should ship LeBron James' ass over to the Pelicans. That's what they should do. They should just trade him and be like, here, we're going to trade you LeBron and the number 4 pick. And you give us Zion and a couple whatever, and then you can go play with Anthony Davis.
I'll tell you what.
Bad idea.
If you were the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
And you were that would be the toughest conversation, I bet. If I said to you, hey, you're the Pelicans, what would you do if I offered you LeBron right now for the number 1 pick?
I think they should do it, and then
if you're the Pelicans,
because then the Pelicans, they will instantly be title contenders, like. First of all, if Anthony Davis goes to the Lakers, they're going to be title contenders, all right? Just those two guys, just come on. And LeBron's he's gonna come with a comeback season. This is the you forgot who I was season.
Yeah.
He's going to come back strong. He's rested now. He's working now. He's probably going to come back slimmer because he's older. He was already – no one's played at that level in year 16 in the history of the game. Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy's going to come back with a ferocity.
I absolutely think that if I was picking a pickup basketball game, I'd take LeBron James today, sight unseen, over Zion Williamson any day of the week. But if you're an organization that could get the first round draft pick and probably more, you'd probably get LeBron at the first pick and maybe a third round pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you're going to be able to rebuild your entire team.
But they got to go salary for salary. So it's like I don't know how that works. I don't know what the number 1 pick, the salary designation goes towards. It's probably only like 10 or 11 million, and then so they got to get other people.
They have to get some salary done.
Yeah, so they would be
whoever's on the Pelicans that's making the most money that's doing the least.
Right.
That person will also be on the Los Angeles Lakers.
I just don't know. It's like. I mean, we've seen players like Zion Williams reminds me a lot of Blake Griffin. He was just like this tremendous athletic talent, dunking over everybody, jumping all over the place, right?
Yeah. Blake Griffin, and it was Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I never saw anything like it.
It was so incredible.
That NCAA tournament, it was first of all, I was like, he's got red hair. And so do I. And I'm like, this is a dream come true to watch a redhead dominate.
His parents look odd. Have you seen his parents?
Very, yes. Don't know what is he, a unicorn?
Yeah, his parents are so weird looking, So it's like that's why he came out the way he did. And his brother looks just like him too. But anyway, he reminds me of that. But it took Blake Griffin now 10 years to develop his skills. I'm talking about where he can shoot threes.
Yeah.
He looks like an all-around player. I don't know if this guy's got a set shot. Yeah, he can jump out the gym, but a lot of dudes, who jumps out the gym more than him is the guy that's going to be the number 2 pick, that point guard.
Oh, yes.
What's his name? Moran? What's the guy's name?
Oh, Ja Moran?
Yeah, whatever it's that guy.
That's the guy that I'm like, okay, so
that guy's a beast, man.
You know what? Fine. Look at me right now. This is turning into some Magic Mike one. I'm going to eat it up. I'll say this. If the Knicks can sneak that guy at 3, which I don't know if it's possible.
No way.
Because maybe it's Zion Williamson and the other Duke kid, and then we get that Ja Morant. Because that kid, to me, is what would electrify the Garden.
Yeah.
That kid's like Zion Williamson. He will go off.
That guy shit on people's face,
yes,
man.
Dude.
That guy's a beast.
I don't mind that.
Look at Blake Griffin's
looks like an unathletic Bo Jackson.
Oh my
He's
God.
got the phone. He's got the phone clip too.
Dude, remember Villanueva? The bet.
Yes.
Is that his dad?
I know. He's got no eyebrows. He's got that no eyebrow thing.
Dude, when Jeff Ross roasted him, does he know that he looked like the negative version of his dad?
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh God, I know.
Look at that.
Yeah,
I
that's
had no
crazy.
idea.
Yeah, and so the mom just diluted all that.
All of it, man.
Yeah,
she has to be super
Thank God
wild.
for the mom.
Look at those Irish jeans.
But I'm just saying the mom, thank goodness she fixed that.
Yeah.
Look how ugly he would have been.
Man. Yeah, he was dominant that whole
So I
NCAA.
think Zion reminds me of him more than anything else because he just doesn't have like a lot of skills. Like there's not a lot of skills. He just was the biggest kid. You know, he's the biggest kid in the 8th grade.
Yeah, but
you know what I
wouldn't
mean?
it be fun to watch that guy play every single fucking night?
You know what? I don't know. You say that.
All those fucking filthy Duke kids got to watch it every night.
Yeah, but
all those privileged fucking kids. Half
those lacrosse
those
loving-
moms
Yeah.
and dads that snuck them into that goddamn school, and they got to watch him, break his shoe. It cost Obama like $3,500 to get those front row tickets,
Oh,
and those
wow.
Duke kids just get to sit there, all privileged.
And they got what they deserved.
And now the Knicks fans are gonna have to. Well, not the Knicks fans, the Pelican
what
fans.
are people saying?
Nothing.
Perfect, just the way we like
Mary
it. guys.
Stevens said hi.
Love it.
So I don't know, man. I just think that, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm excited for next season just because of all the free agency and the moving, which is also the reason why I don't like this season. Like, I don't like this season because all you heard about was like, Kevin Durant's not coming back. Kyrie Irving's not coming back. So
It's all about the future.
So I'm like, fuck those teams then. I don't even want to see them. Like, I'm not glad that Kevin Durant got hurt because I wish him the best.
Yeah.
But I am glad he's not playing because now it's like, I hope that they win the championship, actually. I hope Golden State wins the championship because then it can just re-emphasize what a bitch move that was for him to even go to that team.
I'll tell you what.
You know what I mean?
Right now,
I hope they
say
win.
I agree with you, but in 3.5 months, when he's wearing a Knicks jersey, I'll say, "How dare you talk about my goddamn Kevin Durant like that?"
Well, no, that's going to be the best move
Him
for
and
him.
Kyrie Irving, you keep your names out of their mouths out of your fucking
Clipper-
whatever the hell
the
that's
Clipper-
saying.
The
They're-
Clippers are also on the board for trying to
I
get
know.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
so
I would
they're
love
in a
that.
fight for that one.
That's fine.
No,
That guy,
he's going to go to New York.
he wants to go to New York.
Because I don't want – because those two guys, they can't win without having a real guy there. So it's just going to be a disaster for the Knicks.
Who wants to bring?
You
who
mark
wants to
my
be
words.
The guy that's going to bring a championship back to the Madison Square Garden.
I know, but they don't have it in him. He doesn't have it in him. That's
He
why
does now. Because if you watch that first round, dude, the first round and a half, first 2 rounds, basically, he single-handedly won those 2 series.
Listen, if you walk into a bar with like 2 of like the toughest dudes around, yeah, you're talking a lot of shit. You're like, if people come to you and they're
understand what you're
like,
saying.
and they come to you and they're like, are you looking at me, white boy? And you're like, yeah, I am looking at you.
Remember
You got
Alex Moore, the door guy at the comedy
Exactly.
store? I went to La Jolla with him one time. I walked down like one of those bar streets, whatever, and I was like, "What the fuck you saying, man?"
Yeah.
Just him standing right behind me. Never
Yeah.
felt so.
Now
tough.
imagine you take that guy away. Now you might be like, hey, can we discuss? Like,
So you're saying without Draymond Green, he's not as tough.
without Draymond Green, without Klay Thompson, look, the guy's got, you can't leave Klay Thompson and Steph Curry alone. So if you're dribbling at the top by yourself.
Okay, fine.
What happens when what happened when he was being double teamed
No,
and
I
stuff like that?
understand they're a team.
But when
the
he was
Knicks
in Oklahoma
need
City,
players. We got to build
I
our own
get
team.
it.
So if I'm
get
going to take out of those 5 guys, who do you
Yeah.
think the best player is?
It's Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Okay, so and he's also the only one that's available. So we'll take him.
I get it.
That's
you
my
have
point.
to take him.
We got to take
But
him,
it's just-
and we got to take Kyrie Irving.
But it's going to be like, so maybe, you know what? Maybe those 2 like misfits combined will make something.
exactly. They seem
We'll
to
see.
like each other. Maybe they could be yin and
Yeah,
yang.
they like each other now until it's like, hey, pass me the ball.
Hey, they'll pass the ball. There's no one else to fucking shoot. They can have 150 shots apiece.
It would be nice to see the Knicks be good again.
It would be nice to see them
So they could
not be
lose.
embarrassing. Just
Yeah.
not
Well,
be
they've
embarrassing.
always been embarrassing. Remember Charles Smith? He couldn't,
With the layup and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least those
You guys
were,
have been embarrassing
those
for
were
years.
heartbreaking embarrassments.
Remember the
I need
embarrassment against Houston? You guys lost in the championship.
Yeah.
Your team's terrible.
No, I understand
Even
that.
when they're good, they're terrible.
I still want to feel that feeling of
I
being
get you.
like.
That's what I'm saying. I get it. I'm a Clipper fan.
It's still the
You
number
wanna
one
talk about
ticket
being
price.
terrible?
It's the number one ticket price of almost all of
Which is
sports.
ridiculous.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I want that money justified. That's all I'm asking for.
That I agree.
The product out there is to be justifiably.
You know what I realize is when you watch a team or you support a team or you buy tickets, you don't even care about if they win a championship. You just want them to play hard and be entertaining. Everything else is a bonus. Make me feel like that's what I loved about the Clippers this year. They just out there. Every time you felt like you were getting your money's worth.
Yeah, man.
They were the Oakland A's of basketball this year.
They were a blind spot of mine the entire year because
you live in LA.
Tripoli sort of hyped them up big time.
Yeah.
And then they had a not a great like couple months. They were like second or third in the division, like third or fourth week. Tripoli was on the.
No, we were number one.
Yes, and then he's like, they're going to finish by the All-Star break 1, 2, or 3, and I think they were like 6 or 7.
Yeah, but we still the fact that we made the playoffs.
That's what. I watched that series and I was like, okay,
we won as many games as Houston did against the Golden State.
Yep.
How about that?
You won 1 in Golden State.
Hello.
Yep.
So I think that we're going to be okay if we get like some good free agents. But see, this Kawhi Leonard thing. This Kawhi Leonard making that shot and then like going.
I mean, that shot.
This is like
that shot was
in
like,
Toronto. You've been to Toronto.
When I saw it,
Toronto's a beautiful
I'm a shooter,
city.
dude. Eric, I'm a shooter. Shooters, no shooters.
Well,
I
not a
saw that
dunker.
thing leave his tip. How do you know? Never has anything been so true. And I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. I am a great shooter, and I'm not a great.
You said it like you have like a list of things you could be.
I can do other things. I'm a disher, dude. I got eyes. So, but what I'm saying is, I saw it leave his fingertips. I go, that ball's going in.
It was just it was such a great moment
because the trajectory he shot it at. I'm like, that if it's even close, it's just going to spin around there and fall fucking in.
You see that picture? Just a great picture of everybody. Just
even him, like.
I know. It was just a great picture.
It was. Who do you think wins the series?
Oh man.
And how many games do you think it goes? And who do you think the most important or most valuable player in it is?
I think it goes 7, and I think the Bucks win because they have home court advantage, and Giannis is just a beast.
Yep.
Like I don't think anybody can guard him. Even Kawhi Leonard can't guard him. The guy's he's 6 whatever.
I don't know how
he's got long.
When you can turn around, when you can do a spin move at the 3-point line and within 2 steps be at a layup position.
Yeah, you're dunking on
I
somebody's
don't know
face.
Because is that a perimeter? Is that who gets to blame that? The perimeter defense?
Yeah.
The interior. It's
I
like
know.
it's 2 steps from the 3-point line, and he's at the he's taking a layup, and it's like
yeah. It's incredible. I really want to see this series, and I hope it's a good series because I kind of wanted this Portland and Golden State without Kevin Durant to be a good series.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't look like anybody can beat them. Like Portland better come back game 2 real strong, right? But if they don't, it's just boring.
there was no sense of urgency.
No LeBron James. This is boring. It's boring.
CJ McCullough got hit in the head probably about a minute and a half in. He got an elbow off of like a Steph Curry like made a layup.
He was never the same.
And he was really he looked dazed from the rest of it, and he just sort of never was. It almost looked like they were like got punched in the face during a fight and never fought back. Never had any sense of urgency.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Never had any sense of like,
I'm
hey,
like,
this
you're
is
in
game
the
1, and we're like,
playoffs. What are you doing?
they always look calm, they always look poised,
but
they never seem. And I think that's Damian Lillard sort of has that persona. He's electric, and he's got his ability to have those moments, but it has to be close enough. I think at the end, I don't think there was a sense of urgency that he needed.
But it was like as you were watching the game, though, you know Jeff Van Gundy. It was funny how he was saying like, and now it's 7. And I was looking at it like, oh, it does seem like they should be down by 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the way they were playing, but they were right there. But I just don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. But to me, like, I think that I really would like to see Golden State win. But it's going to be up to Klay Thompson because Klay Thompson is the one that's the forgotten man. Klay Thompson's the one that's like, oh, you brought in Durant, and all I have to like take a back seat, even though we've been to the championship without this fucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is like him. If they win and he has a great series, that's him going, yeah, where's my Supermax?
I know him coming off of a pick and just watching him hit a 3 with like a minute in. You're like, oh, this is good because it's like all things are working now.
Yeah, because another thing too is like, it's like they keep talking about how they want to play together. Mm-hmm. Well, if they wanted to play together, why is Steph taking all the money? Like if I was Klay Thompson, I'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna take a discount because your guy didn't take a discount.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like if it's important for us to play together, then let's work out this money situation. So if he doesn't get a good amount of money, I think he's gone. I think this is the last time we're going to see the Warriors
this team
like
together.
this.
Yeah, I think obviously
Yeah.
Durant's gone and maybe Klay Thompson, but
see if Durant leaves, they're gonna make a
big offer.
Yeah, they'll be
Klay
like, okay,
Thompson.
we're gonna keep you.
Yep.
But what if Durant's like, yeah, I think I'll stay. If I'm Klay Thompson, I'm out.
Yeah, no, he's
You'll
gone
have
then.
4 championships. Go make your money.
Yeah, but if you're
Go
the
get your-
Warriors, wouldn't you rather have Durant over Klay Thompson?
This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
So for Klay Thompson to stay, he would have to take a lot less money.
Yeah.
It's
By the
easy-
way,
Why would
I
he do
like
that?
Klay Thompson, but he's not the answer in New York.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I loved Allen Houston, but he's not even Allen Houston. You know what I'm saying? Allen Houston at least grew up as a Knick.
See, this is the disrespect that Klay Thompson gets. This is why I'm saying that he needs to have a great finals and Western Conference Finals. Because look how we're talking about him.
I know he's better than Allen
He's
Houston.
way better than Allen Houston.
But Allen Houston's Allen Houston, motherfucker. You don't fuck with Allen Houston. Allen Houston.
Allen Houston. He's
bro.
He's not even going to be in the
Allen Houston
Knicks
was
Hall
wet,
of Fame,
dude. Allen Houston was wet.
He's not going to be in the Knicks Hall of Fame.
Nicest jump shot you've ever seen in your fucking life,
My
bro.
God, I can't believe. Nicer than Klay Thompson?
I mean,
Probably,
pretty nice.
Probably the second greatest shooter of all time.
He made me cry. Oh, he did make me cry,
Allen Houston. You really are a Knicks fan. When Allen Houston is your reference for like a good guard.
I'm just saying. I'm looking for even Allen. I'm looking for someone better than Allen Houston.
Of two guards of all time, where is Allen Houston?
Yeah, not in the top 5.
I'm just curious.
I think the game. By the way, I think the series goes 6 games, and I'll tell you why.
The Toronto one?
Yeah, no, the Portland because I think they legitimately will win one game, and I think Draymond Green gets suspended for at least one game, and they'll win that game because no Durant and no Draymond Green. I think that team is.
Oh, maybe.
So there's no way
Listen,
they play 6
Portland-
games or 5 games, and Draymond Green doesn't have a 7th technical foul. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
He's
That's
there
it.
right now, right? He's got 6.
He's got 6. So the next
Yeah.
one he's out.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they're going to have one of those now.
Portland has to win the next game. Period. There's no.
Well, they're going to play 2 more after that, regardless.
No. But there's
yeah.
no Golden State up 2, and them having to win 4 out of the next whatever it is.
They
You know
can
what I
win
mean?
2 in Portland. They can win 2 in Portland.
Yeah, but
They could win
not
2 in
against this
Portland.
team.
They're-
I think that they have to win. I don't see Golden State losing 2 in a row. I don't see them losing 2 in a row. You know what I mean? I see them because let's say
I think it'll be.
let's
They
say
win 2. Portland wins game 3.
and then
Golden State
will
wins game 4, and then that's game 5 is the game that Draymond Green is suspended for.
Okay.
Portland wins that game because they need that money, that sweet, sweet fucking Thursday night revenue money, back to fucking San Francisco for that game 6. Get that last bit of money, but it'll be a fucking blowout, bro.
Conspiracy theorist?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
You
I'm
think
just
that
saying
everything's rigged.
I'm not saying everything's rigged. I'm just saying that could be easily,
Yeah.
you know.
As a season ticket holder.
By the way, don't you think though, as a not just a Portland's got a good chance.
They have a good
straight
team.
up against a no Kevin Durant
They
Durant
beat them
and no Draymond Green team.
they beat them with Kevin Durant.
They're probably
already.
a favorite at home against a team like that.
Yeah.
So I could see them winning that game.
Yeah, I don't know. In the playoffs, this team looks. Steph Curry just looks like the reins are off, man. Like he had he looks like he was behind a gate, and he just was like scratching at the.
Yeah, because they don't play. They have good defense, but they don't play like they were all over him. Houston was all over him.
But
and
Kevin Durant is so good that no matter how good your system is, you still give it to Kevin Durant. That's just how good he is.
Yeah.
That you go, hey, guys, we passed the ball.
Yeah, but look at me coming off the screen. But it's like, yeah, but he's got it at 18 feet. He's about to fucking do his thing with the post-up
they're
move.
like, we've won two championships playing
Yeah,
this way.
usually I get it from coming off the screen.
and they're
here.
like,
And he's but no, he's about to do his turnaround thing.
Yeah, but he's, that's how good he is. So
Yeah.
now they're like, I kind of felt a little energy of like when Kevin Durant got hurt and left, and then they were playing against Houston. I felt like this energy from Golden State, like, okay, we're going to show you motherfuckers that we're still good. Mm-hmm. And that's why they, won those 2 games.
Look, I think it's going to be 6 games in the West, 7 games in the East. I like your 7 game.
Yeah,
I like
think it's a
Toronto
7
winning in
gamer.
7 games.
Really, you think they're going to
I
beat
think
Milwaukee
Toronto's
on
gonna-
Milwaukee
yep,
floor?
in Milwaukee. In Milwaukee.
I think Toronto. I think Milwaukee's got a better starting 5.
I think
I think the 2 stars balance each other out. But I think all those other guys on Milwaukee, they're just better.
I
They're
like
better
I like
shooters.
Toronto as a team better. I think that they've gelled better as a team. I think they've learned a lot from last year.
They gelled better as a team. You mean other than the team that has the best record in the league?
Well, no, I'm saying they had a great team last year, and they took away one player, they added another player, and they did a really great job, almost keeping the same nucleus of the team they had last year that went far, but obviously couldn't get it done. I think that this year, what they added and who they added and his demeanor will take them over the top.
Well, what the other team added was a solid coach.
Mm-hmm.
They had a
Coach of the year.
should be, Doc Rivers should be number 2, but
Probably top 5, yeah.
number 2, fuck you. What do you
I'm
mean?
trying to think of. I'm running in my head.
Who you
I'm
think?
saying
the Denver guy. The
Denver guy, yeah.
Denver,
Yep.
Milwaukee. But come on, Doc Rivers, with what we have,
Fizdale.
Oh, I got the Allen Houston of coaches.
David Fizdale.
No, but I just think that I think Milwaukee has a better starting 5.
Yeah, and home field and home court advantage, of course, is a big
Right,
deal.
that's what I'm saying.
Big deal.
If Toronto had home court, I'd take Toronto.
And then who do you think would win in a let's just say a Toronto for you or Milwaukee for you, Golden State series?
Oh God, I don't know.
How many games?
I hopefully it's a great series. Let's just hope we get a fantastic series.
Yeah.
But it's like I can also see it being just like a wipe job. But you know what? I don't think Kevin Durant's coming back for the rest of the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back.
I don't think Boogie's coming back.
First
but
of
I
all,
don't
he
think-
wasn't touching his calf when he got hurt.
Yeah, well, he was touching.
He was touching his Achilles.
Achilles, yeah.
That's where it hurts.
That's another thing. I'm like, oh, this is perfect for the Knicks because he ruptures Achilles. Now we don't get Zion.
Yeah. Well, they're still.
Oh,
pay him.
they'll still pay him.
Yeah, they're gonna
but
be
we'll
like-
just get the B version. The one that's never.
He'll never-
we
they'll
always
never be
have
the-
a day that fucking marks the day that we became the fucking idiots. It all lines up.
They'll never be the same
And
version.
in 10 years, we'll watch a 30 for 30 of this 10 days that changed the course of the Knicks' history. Fucking Kevin Durant tears his ACL. We don't know about it. We give him max contract. He's never the same. And then we don't get Zion Williamson, who ends up being fucking Michael Jordan Part 2. Let's talk about the only game that truly matters. It's that of Thrones. M's back. Look who's back. Look who just woke up, everyone.
I've been awake the whole
I
time.
know.
Brenton actually texted me to wake up Emma.
I know.
Said,
Wake her
wake
up.
up, Emma. I'm here. I just don't know anything about sports.
We
Doesn't look like it.
I know.
She thought Clyde
look like a
Drexler was
sports
still
girl.
on the Portland.
She will know
Trailblazers.
numbers when I beat her in a half marathon. November 2nd in Joshua Tree
Oh,
at
yeah,
night
baby.
on the trails.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Brenton's destroying Steve in the death pool.
Which, by the way, after the third pick, I thought
a
was
death
who's going
pool?
to kill the more people.
We have a Game
no,
of Thrones
you idiot.
Deadpool.
So let that be known.
You
Well,
have a Game of Thrones death.
We
pool.
do
Which is
it.
why
Yes.
he took Jon Snow first.
Jon Snow
I
first.
thought Jon Snow would fall off the dragon in episode 1. I thought that'd be a nice.
He turns into Bran.
if he.
No, he's just on the dragon. He just goes. "Oh!"
By the way, I said that on the first after we did this. I go, why is he fighting on a dragon? This guy's one of the best warriors in the world. He's up there flying.
The
around
dragon's
playing
like Kevin Durant.
Because only Targaryens can fly
His
dragons.
sword is Steph Curry, but he's got a fucking dragon.
You know
That's
what?
what they say.
I don't know facts about the show, Em.
I'm just helping you out here.
I'm just also saying that if this guy's a great fucking swordsman, I'd be down there wielding a sword instead of flying around.
Why?
on a
When you
dragon.
can burn. That
I
doesn't
know.
make any sense.
Are you happy with you said when you walked in you are
No,
not happy with this.
I'm not happy with this final season
At all.
I think it's lazy. The creator, the HBO told the creators you could do 10 episodes, and
Yes,
these guys
they did.
and these guys were like, no, we're gonna do it in 6.
and
Like,
they're rushing through
they're
everything.
rushing through. They're not letting things develop. Like this turn that
I thought to be an episode of watching them just get to the fucking
King's Landing,
King's
yeah.
Landing. Like a
Yeah.
whole episode of watching them get there and plot.
I know.
It was like we're gonna go, bing bang boom, they're knocking on the door.
Isn't it funny how that whole army could get to King's Landing like this, but the Night King and his army takes 7 seasons to get through this forest? Like I feel like the first 3 episodes of this season were fantastic, and it should have been the end. If you're gonna just, they should have been the last 3. Because the first 3 were just great. It was great moments. I cried. It was like, But I was like, when Arya killed the guy, I was like,
That
that's
should have
it?
been the
That's
end
it.
of the show.
Yeah, I thought the death of the Night King and that was going to be the end of the show. I thought that would be the final battle.
Me too. And it's like, I just didn't get. But see, I get it not being the final battle because it's like Cersei betrayed them, and she's like, okay,
She's gotta pay.
Yeah, but she didn't.
But did she pay?
No, she got
No,
rocks
she just got
falling.
buried.
My wife's going, oh man, you gotta see, they're gonna fucking tie this bitch up. They're
Yeah.
gonna fucking,
Yeah.
they're gonna hang her upside down.
I wanted Arya to kill
And I
her.
go,
I wanted Arya to get her.
And at the end, I have to play devil's advocate. I have to bother my wife because I don't know anything about the show. I started watching last year, bro. I don't know shit.
God,
but
you're a monster.
Yeah, I'm also smart. I figured out narrative. I'm pretty good. I picked up on all these things, and I'm doing.
He hasn't seen half of the seasons.
He doesn't even know what a Targaryen
I have
is.
no idea what you're talking about.
Worst.
Dothraki yourself, bro. Listen, I told my wife though. I go. Look, dying, getting buried alive is not a good way to die. I'm like, that's not a great way to die.
Agreed.
She's holding her fucking true love.
Agreed, but let us see it.
Yeah.
What was your suggestion? I think you had a suggestion when you walked in.
Yeah,
What did you want to see?
Yeah, because, okay, let's just go. Before I even say that,
Okay.
let's just go through it. Joffrey, he dies great. He gets poisoned. His eyeballs were popping out of his head.
Oh.
Like, he died so good, the actor himself left acting, okay? Like, that's how... That's how good
He
that
was like, and checkmate.
He's
bitch.
like, I'm out.
done.
He said, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore.
Going back to being a blacksmith.
Ramses, who turned out to be the worst character ever, he got it good. He got eaten by dogs. Okay? Because he was the worst. Okay? Right? And then...
The guy, he ate his pie of his sons, and then Arya kills
Walter
him.
Frey.
Walter Frey, yeah.
Oh, right.
Wait, they chopped his sons up and fed it to him?
Yeah,
That's why you watched the previous episode.
Yeah, Arya goes and kills all of his kids and makes pie for him out of his kids.
Yeah. She got that.
My God.
Those people got it good, and they deserved it after the red wedding.
Their
okay?
deaths matched how evil they were
Yes.
in existence.
Thank
Cersei
you.
was such an evil cunt half the time,
Can
and
I-
she didn't get a good death.
Can I make an observation here? You guys are complaining about a show that you've loved for so long because they're rushing through the ending because they gave a lot of time to these specific characters, watching them die and watching them die. You're like, these are main characters at the very end that we want to see the deaths be equally demonic.
Yeah, like that. Like she had what they should have made her give birth to the baby, then boil the baby.
Oh man,
like that's how evil she is. You know what I mean? She just.
That's what she did. That's what she
But
deserved.
I just look. My problem with this last episode is this turn that Dany made. I don't believe it. I just do
I
not
believe that
it.
she's crazy in that way, but I think it happened a little too fast. It was like she snapped and all of a sudden she was crazy.
Exactly. I don't believe it.
It wasn't like a slow descent into
She's
madness.
went through too much. She's went through too much to just snap.
You think she got
because
there?
her nephew doesn't want to fuck her?
You think she got there and landed there and then made that decision? Or do you think she knows? Do you think she knew the entire time flying there? I'm burning that fucker to the ground.
Well, there was that one point when John says if the bells ring, you have to stop, and she stares at him and doesn't do anything, and then she's kind of agrees, but you see it in her face she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, but you don't gotta burn the whole city.
No, I agree.
All the kids. And
But that's
shit.
what her dad said he was gonna do. He was like, burn them all, even the innocents, burn them all. And then Jaime killed him, so he wouldn't do that. So then Daenerys showed up and did it for him, basically.
I'm very disappointed there weren't more dragons.
Me too.
I had a theory last year there are going to be more dragons. Can I ask you a question? Why is the one dragon she flies on nimble as fuck and can get around all those?
They were surprised.
They had 1,000 arrows.
No, they were surprised because they were just flying all cool, and then the arrows came and killed them. It was a surprise attack.
Bullshit, dude. Because then they locked and loaded real quick, and then she just lit them up.
No. Here's the thing that I don't understand. Why is Cersei all of a sudden honorable on the wall? First of all, Dany shows up with 17 dickless soldiers.
Yeah.
Outside the wall.
Yeah,
why didn't she just fucking
light them up right there?
Yeah.
End this shit. You know what I mean?
Dragon. Maybe she was afraid of the dragon right
The
there.
dragon was already injured. They already had the arrows pointed at that dragon. They could have ended the shit right there. This is the worst writing of a series that has had some of the best writing.
You can tell they don't have source material anymore.
This is lazy. It's just lazy.
Yeah, you're saying because the fat man's not writing the books anymore.
Well, I think he
'Cause
gave them the
he's
bullet
lazy.
points and checked out. I mean, he doesn't even talk about it anymore. I think
He
he's
couldn't
pretty
have liked the last
disappointed.
episode.
Dude,
Imagine being that fat and you write a book. You've made a good living off the book, and then now you're a fucking multi-millionaire. He's just chilling now.
Yeah, you know what really pisses him off? The
What?
New York Giants draft pick. There was a whole article about how he fucking was livid about Daniel Jones.
This is what I'm saying. This is why he's not writing.
That's what I'm saying. If
the
these
series
fucking
anymore.
organizations make the correct moves, then our tastemakers and our artists can go back to doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to scream about this shit anymore.
So you're blaming Daniel Jones for Game of Thrones.
I'm blaming Gettleman. I'm blaming the Knicks. I'm blaming Dolan, Cablevision,
Well, let's
the
say
government.
Let's say this though. Dolan did this hire, his new GM and president of basketball operations. These guys seem to have a grasp of actually understanding basketball and what they're supposed to be doing. So there is hope for the Knicks.
I implore you to WikiLeaks, China, Russia, if you have anything incriminating on James Dolan, release it, please. Send it out to the masses.
Isaiah Thomas is the one that has
Whatever it is. I know because this man has no shame. He's already in a fucking band, and their music is unlistenable. And so he doesn't give a shit. He already puts that out there. So he's not embarrassed by a lot of stuff, but there has to be something that he's done or said or written that he would be like, forget it. Don't put that out there. I'll sell the fucking team.
They need to Donald Sterling
and we need that. That's what we need.
I guess.
Listen.
But, anyways, back to Thrones.
Yeah, get back to Thrones for a second.
I'm thoroughly, the thing is like, this has been a show that you've built up, and then you have to wait a year and a half, and it's like fun to talk about. It's just such a great looking show, and for them to go out like this, and then what I can't stand is when I watch it on HBO Go, and you have like the behind the scenes,
the thing afterwards.
You watch that too?
I watched that, and the producers are talking, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, fuck you guys.
By the way, you notice they do that all in one day. So it's not like they like doing this piece by piece, but being like, this is what I thought about this episode. So
they sit down and do the whole thing.
The whole thing in one day.
Yeah.
I know, but it's the worst. I'm just saying, watching them talk about it, and then they make this. Look, the choice to go from 10 to 6 is ridiculous.
I don't get that.
Like, we've been waiting for this Night King to come, and you're gonna do all that in one episode?
It should have been the last episode.
The first thing you saw in the entire show was the Night King and the little girl with the blue eyes and stuff. Yeah.
So you're saying you would have flipped the season? You would have had King's Landing and them fight it out. Who's got the throne? And then the last people standing would be the people that had to fight the Night King, and that would have been the last episode?
I'm not saying that. As I think that the battle should have gone on for like a couple of episodes.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
And then we find out that, Cersei's army is on the way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think they should have posted up in front of King's Landing and waited for the Night King. That way they had no choice but to have Cersei fight with them.
Oh,
no,
I see what
they
you're
wouldn't.
saying.
No, they can't do that. They can't do that because then the army would have been 10 times as big because they would have ravaged the whole continent.
Yeah, that's true.
And all the dead people would have been there.
That's a technicality.
Yeah, but my problem is, see, like the Cersei's tactics. She has the goal. Like the plan was, let them fight the Night King, and then deplete their forces, and then we attack them. Like the battle really should have been in the north.
Yeah,
it should have been like, okay, we beat all these people, and then Cersei should have showed up. Like, gotcha. You know what I mean?
Right after they fought the Night King?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have liked that.
That's
good.
how it should have happened.
I get that.
You know what I mean? So and then like
that excites me.
Them trying to make a mad queen. It's just like, I just don't like it. I don't believe it.
Where's the throne now? By the way,
it has to be gone.
She destroyed it.
Yeah,
this is my whole point.
I think this
She's
is
been
where
looking for this fucking golden
Iron Throne.
This Iron Throne for 7
Iron doesn't
seasons.
burn though, but I mean, does it burn? I don't know.
If you remember when she is in the house at the end dying in like season 2 when her dragons get stolen from her, and she has that vision of the throne room, and it looks like it's snowing, but I think now it was ash, and she's walking into the throne room in King's Landing, and it's all destroyed, and there's like snow or ash all over it. I think that's.
But you're overthinking this fucking thing.
No, but they put that there for a reason. There's no way they put that premonition there for no reason.
But here's the thing, though. Now all she has is her dragon. Do you understand?
Yeah,
that's it.
She has to know that.
And Grey Worm. Grey Worm's still loyal.
She has to know. Well, the point is she has to know that all she has is this dragon because she's lost Jon Snow. He's gone. Okay. Yep. Like
how does she know she didn't light him up for real? Like,
maybe that's what she was trying to do.
This is the whole thing. But here's what I want to happen. Okay. This is what I want to happen.
Here we go.
She's gonna realize that she's got to get rid of Jon Snow. Okay.
Yeah. Which is what I said last week.
She's got to get rid of him.
Okay.
All right. But what she's going to try to do, she's going to like have the dragon's going to be there, and she's going to be like, Dracarys, And the dragon's going to be like, I can't.
Will she have clothes on?
No, the dragon's going to, the dragon's going to flame him, and then he's still going to be alive. Because he's a Targaryen. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Wait, you're saying he'll take the dragon's heap, and then not that you're not saying he's going to control the dragon, over control the dragon.
I think it's going to be both.
Got
I think it's going to be like he's going to be like, I'm the father of dragons, motherfucker.
And I'd also say that in the episode you see that Drago, out of all the dragons, is real good to Jon Snow. He's always putting his head towards him. He's like,
they're all no, not this one. The other one, that guy, all the dragons, the two good ones that maybe would have liked him are dead. But remember that great look where he's hugging her, and then the dragon's looking at him like, "What are you doing with my
with my mama?"
Yeah.
What you doing over there?
Do you think that she dies or he dies? She's gonna die.
Listen, she has to die.
I think Arya's gonna.
You
kill
don't
her.
burn 1 million people. Okay, a city of 1 million people. You don't burn it down and get to live.
And
Sorry.
how is she going to control this? So what's her goal is now to be the queen of these people? You just burn them half to death.
Who are the people you're going to be queen
This is
of?
my whole point.
Right.
This is why I don't appreciate the writing. I think that was a terrible choice. Or show us her going crazy.
Right, like I think her going crazy makes sense, but we needed to get there slower than we did.
Yes. It can't just be because, like, if she doesn't understand that John's from an area of the world where you don't fuck your relatives, like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, why doesn't he just say that? Like,
What, do you want to embarrass her?
no, but
He's
he
like,
already
"Look, honey,
embarrassed
we
her
don't
when he's
fuck
like,
her."
when he's not. He should just be like, this is not where I'm from.
Yeah.
Like I know you guys are cool with this, but like I'm a Snow.
You're my aunt.
Yeah. Well, I just can't do it anymore. But I love you. I respect you. You know, like why can't we have that conversation? I just don't get it.
Yeah, you can find somebody to. I'm a cuck. I'll let somebody fuck
Tyrion-
me.
maybe she wasn't that good in bed.
Tyrion's gonna die.
You think he does?
Yeah,
I
Tyrion's
think
dying.
Daenerys is going to kill Tyrion for letting Jaime out.
Yeah.
That's
Jaime's-
considered treason in her eyes for sure.
Yeah, well, if she killed
100%.
Varys, you know,
Sansa.
what she already told him. He said, this is the last time you're gonna
straw.
fail me. So this is it. So he knows, but he knows he needs to die. All of the people from that house have to go.
You think all the Starks are going to go too?
Not the
that's
Starks.
Starks. I mean, all the
All the
Lannisters. Yeah, the
Lannisters.
Lannisters.
All the Lannisters got to go.
What about Sansa Stark?
Sansa? I love Sansa.
She's the one with the pretty eyes, right?
Yeah.
The red hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Dark Phoenix.
That's why you probably would.
Yep.
I love Sansa. She's just.
I think she'll end up running Winterfell somehow.
Well, they're all going to be like Avengers, right? They're going to come
Yeah.
together and try to kill.
Well, I just like that scene. Like, first of all, Jon Snow's an idiot, man. He's an idiot. You don't look at. He doesn't know that these two women are not going to be controlled. You don't know. Like, you don't know that. Like, you don't see in Sansa's eyes, and she's like, I'm gonna do what's best.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could like whatever
Tell
the
me
shit
which-
you're
yeah.
saying, but guess what? I'm gonna make the choice that's best. So yeah, okay, John. That's what she was like. Okay, John. Yeah, I won't say any. Fingers crossed. You know what I mean? It's like really. Why would you tell them that, knowing? Because like he didn't have the forethought of. He's not. You know what it is? John's not a politician.
No.
A politician would have known. You don't tell that bitch. You don't tell her.
And Sansa was
No,
taught by a
but he's
politician.
not-
Littlefinger.
yes.
Yeah. But it's like I don't know. It's just.
Are you going to miss it?
weird shit of the show?
Or are you going to do something for
I'm
it?
gonna miss the grandeur
Yeah.
of a show like that because I personally think that HBO, they got it right. You don't do binging. Binging is not good.
I
Okay,
agree.
just because people want it, that's the reason why you don't give it to them. Because of course I'm like, I don't want to wait a week for the next episode.
Yeah, people watch Handmaid's Tale, and it comes out once a week.
People don't like to binge.
Barry.
Man.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, no, but see, what I'm saying is like, and now it became a ginormous show. You're invested in it. Netflix, they put out Stranger Things, and then like in 3 weeks, you're like, okay, what's next?
And you forget about it
And then
completely.
you forget about it because you're not really invested in
Yeah,
it.
because there's no
Well, when
season.
you binge stuff, you don't pay attention as much.
don't
so
pay
you
attention
don't
as
know
much,
the details.
exactly.
You don't follow along as well.
You're just like getting your fix.
Speaking of which, did any of you, and please be honest, did any of you see or pick out before it was well known either a Starbucks cup and or Lannister's
Rodgers.
other hand?
No, but I think
Wait, I
you
didn't
see
even
that?
see the thing about the hand.
No.
Jamie Lannister, when he went to hug what's her name at the end,
He didn't have his gold hand on?
no, he had his regular hand.
Oopsies. That's
What-
a big one.
that's how. But you know what? That's how lazy they are. That's my whole point.
Well, that's the thing. People
That's
are
how
saying
lazy-
that like.
That
Look,
cup.
look,
that cup.
you
was-
know how
that-
it is on
that
sets.
Cup, they did that cup on purpose.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
They rotoscoped it out, though.
I
They
said
went back and
Starbucks is-
re-released the episode without the cup.
I know, but I'm saying, but they already got the
They're just fucking with people.
publicity's done.
Yeah.
What's that
Yeah.
called?
I think it's called rotoscoping, where you go in and you have to go in super small and like take things out.
Little Easter eggs for everyone.
That's why I keep her around, dude.
Yeah.
I really could be wrong about that, but I think that's what it's called.
Don't
Did
back
you
right
see
now.
Aaron
Let's
Rodgers
believe you.
cameo?
No, what was
Aaron
he?
Rodgers was one of the foot soldiers in the Golden
Wait,
Company.
they actually showed his face?
Oh yeah, he was actually the one running away into the. I'll show you the picture.
What the fuck?
They
What is he
already
doing?
had Ed
Make-A-Wish?
They already had Ed Sheeran on there
Oh, and there was a.
for no reason singing in his little.
There's been people
Scottish.
requesting to be part of the show in this season, and so they're doing it, which is like, don't do that. Like, just-
Yeah, what?
They've made so much money, and like HBO was making
Really?
money. HBO was making money that before Netflix and all this. They were making their $15 a month. Way
That was him.
before. What?
right there.
That's Aaron Rodgers?
That's Aaron Rodgers,
It's
and then,
not.
yeah, it is.
Zoom in on that. Oh, there he is.
Oh my. Yep.
the
Look at
foot
that
soldier
big
for
dummy's
the-
head.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Emma, can you get that up on the?
Yep, it's up
Holy shit.
on the other screen.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing. So he's. Wow.
He was one of the foot soldiers for the Golden Company.
So, like I say though, I'm really disappointed.
Would Danica Patrick get her head cut off in one of the scenes too? Jesus. I mean, look, more. You know how it is at the end of shows, the end of Workaholics, the end of the league. It's like nobody gets lazy, but it's like,
They cash it in.
It's like senioritis.
yeah, senioritis.
We
A
definitely
cup's
cashed it.
fucking here. By season 7, we were like rolling and action.
I know. I wasn't even looking at the scripts. I
Yeah.
wasn't going to table reads.
So
the final season.
I didn't know if that fucking bottle I just threw behind my back is in the frame or not, but somebody will fucking tell me if it is.
Yeah.
So
You would think.
But you guys don't watch it that like no one's catching. You're not catching those things, right?
No, because I'm just so disappointed in what's happening.
Yeah.
Have
you found a
And
replacement yet?
By the way, another thing that I don't like about this season of Game of Thrones is I don't like some of the filmmaking. So, like, how many times did you think Arya was dead? It's like,
Oh, yeah,
here's
yeah,
like here's like a big flame from the dragon. You're like,
I
oh,
don't
Arya
know.
dies. Oh no, she's not dead.
jumps behind that
I know,
wall.
oh, she's not dead. Okay, then she's in front of a building. The building falls. You're like, oh, this is how Arya. Oh, she's not dead. It's like that happens so many times. And in that Battle of Winterfell, same shit. Here's like 100 soldiers surrounding Jon Snow. Oh, this is how Jon Snow dies. Next scene, he's all of a sudden he's in it. I'm like, oh, he didn't die. It's like, and how many times did you think everybody was dead? Like 6 or 7 dead people are all over somebody, and then you go, oh, they're gonna die like
Yeah.
that.
And then you
cut
just-
to the next scene,
just running away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That to me is like bad.
I did
filmmaking.
like the dragon lighting people up and seeing it from the bottom perspective of the people getting lit up perspective.
Which made the only thing though is it made us really dislike Danny.
Well, I think that's the
really
point.
Yeah, I
dislike
definitely
her.
think that's on purpose.
I think they
I
have
know,
to go.
I know,
But,
but,
like-
we're
but
gonna
I'm-
kill this bitch in the next episode,
I know,
so you gotta not like her right
listen,
now.
guys. I know that's the point, right?
You know there's no dragons in real life too, right?
But what? Are you one of those? Are you one of the fantasy football's
no,
not real?
dude, I'm telling you, Tripoli's got a whole thing on his
Komodo dragons.
No. What I'm saying is, they wanted that to be the effect, but what they didn't realize is how great of an effect it was. It's not that we even like. It's like we completely dislike her now, like to the point where I don't even. It's not justifiable.
Yeah.
You
There
know?
was a point in this show where Danny was one of my favorite characters, and I was
Yes.
rooting for her the hardest. Like, I
Yes,
was
you're rooting
so
for her
team
the
Danny,
hardest.
and then all of a sudden, yeah, you're right.
She
Within
took
like
it-
4
they-
episodes, I hate her
They
guts.
took it all the way. And by the way, this is just indicative of how male Hollywood is. So you had this one strong female character, and what do? We
Make her crazy.
crazy.
We make her crazy, and that's the end.
I always thought
Yeah, but she doesn't even get
naked.
naked
We make her
anymore.
crazy because the dude won't fuck her.
She doesn't get She doesn't get naked anymore because it was gratuitous.
Yeah.
Like they were fucking her for no reason at all. Like, just somebody's walking by and it's just, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, it's just like,
What
it was,
season's that? What number? Series
1 through 4.
Series.
I've also heard that
Game of
HBO's
Thrones
having
seasons.
issues with their stuff like nudity and things because AT&T bought it or the merger, and they're being much stricter. Ooh. It's Court McCown.
Is this what happens when you get a call?
Go to Skype.
Yes.
Oh.
We got a Skype. Court McCowan's Skyping in from North Carolina with a mouthful of food, right?
Yeah.
You fat bastard.
He looks scary.
Is he on?
There was a problem with your microphone. Oh,
Look at
really?
him. Look at him.
This is like the Game of Thrones.
68
This
years
is like
old.
this is a Game of Thrones. This is like leaving a cup on the table
Yep,
right here.
There he is.
Come on,
68
Emma.
Years old. Are you a golf fan at all?
Yes.
Were you happy that Tiger Woods
Court,
won
can
that?
you hear us?
Listen,
Hey, buddy. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Get comfortable, bro.
buddy.
Hey, you got pants on, all right? Just don't burn anything.
No, I'm not wearing pants, but then again, I'm not showing anything below the waist. So why,
You can do whatever you want, man. It's up to you. We're in studio. We got Erik Griffin. I don't know if you could see us, and Oligny's in here as well. So 2 Eriks and me. How are you?
I'm good, buddy.
I was asking Erik Griffin if he watched and or was a fan of Tiger Woods before you when you got on. So
Yes, if you've played golf at all, okay, if you've tried to play golf is 1,000 times better to watch after you've tried it just once.
Yep.
Right? So what he was doing on that back nine, the pressure that he was under to win was phenomenal.
yeah.
Like I was watching, I was like, this is like $100 million putt. He's
you
about
didn't
to.
need to be a golf fan. You
Yeah.
you just needed to understand. Like
Just
you got to have a human emotion to go. Oh, okay, this person. There's something magical
Like
happening.
everything's on the line.
Yeah.
And just the slightest mess up, it's all over.
And you know it's possible because you're watching other people right next to him do
Right,
it.
other people do it. And so I just was like, I was amazed by the level of concentration and just like that he had to get that done. It was just unbelievable.
Well, he is the odds-on favorite going into the PGA Championship this week, being held at Bethpage Black on Long Island, New York. And
Bethpage Black, it sounds like a castle in Game of Thrones.
Bethpage is it really does sound like it. Yeah, Bethpage Black. There's Bethpage Red.
Yeah.
Bethpage is a town on Long Island, and they have a public golf course, and they maintain it really beautifully, and it's so nice. It's probably the #1 public golf course in the country. So that's where they're having the PGA Championship this week. And I'm joined by Court McCown, who not only picked the winner of the Masters, but then racked up the most points fantasy-wise that I've seen in a long, long time in golf fantasy. And so we wanted to see if he would come back and do it again this week. So I know you've had a chance to look at the rankings. And
I have.
I thought you did. Did you? No?
I looked at a little bit.
Okay. We're going to do the same way we did last time. But by the way, before we get into
Tiger Woods will not win.
Okay, well, that's a good, bold prediction right away. But do you have any
taking the field?
Taking the field over Tiger?
Well, no, let me just put it this way. I'll just comment on what everybody was just talking about there with the Masters, which was, he won the Masters. He definitely won the Masters. But it was the perfect storm.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
In the perfect storm in that Brooks Koepka and Francesco Molinari both double bogeyed 12. Koepka had a birdie putt on 18 that would have tied Tiger after double bogeying 12. So, I mean, not to take away from what Tiger did, because I personally love that he won the Masters. I think I said that this could have been the year that was like the 86 Masters when Nicklaus won, for a guy to come back. And if there's one golf course that guy could win on, it is Augusta. Bethpage, he has no shot in hell of winning that golf tournament.
Even though he won the U.S. Open there in 2002 on the same golf course.
17 years ago.
Yep.
17 years ago, he was the longest hitter he was, in the top 5 longest hitters.
Sure.
He's not even in the top 25 now. This week is going to be a bomber's paradise. Whoever's going to win this tournament is going to be a long ball hitter, be it Bubba Watson, Brooks Koepka, DJ, Gary Woodland, Louis Oosthuizen, maybe Rory McIlroy. Those are going to be your guys that are going to be contending. Tiger, I think, will still finish. He'll make the cut. He'll be in the top 20. But as far as contending, he just doesn't have the length that you need to continue. You played Bethpage.
Yeah, the course is playing 7,700 yards this week.
And it's probably
going to be wet, so there's no carry.
Wet.
It's all carry.
And it's 10 to 20 mile an hour winds. So the rough is going to be.
So there's going to be some shit scores.
Just like 80s bush.
Yeah.
It is going to be brutal to get through.
It's thick. It's 80s bush. It's thick. Mm-hmm. It's wet. and trying to get it. I mean, if
That's
it's
what
thick,
she said.
yeah, and you get down deep in it. I mean, like if the ball's down deep at the bottom of that
What
rough,
are we talking about again?
Well, I know, I'm serious, bro. If you're in that 6-inch rough and it's wet, as soon as your club hits it, it just starts to twist it and turn it, and you can't advance it but 40, 50 yards if you're lucky, you know?
Well,
But that's what I mean.
But then wouldn't that lend
guy-
itself to Tiger being able to play a short game?
Well, look, I don't have the same feeling as Court does that I think it takes him out of it completely, but he's not the longest hitter, and there are guys that could put it 340 and drop it in the middle of the fairway. And
But you also have guys that are hitting at 340 and are going to have a 160 shot to the green out of the rough, whereas a guy that hits it 290 is going to have a 180 shot out of the rough, and he's not going to be able to get it there.
Yeah.
Whereas a guy that's bombing it and maybe is a little bit wide left or wide right is going to have an opportunity to still get to the greens. And don't forget, they're gonna speed these bitches up. So they're gonna be hard, and they're, even though it's wet, they probably quit watering them a week ago, and they probably won't water them the entire weekend.
Yeah.
So as the days progress, they're going to get harder and harder, and the temperature's not going to get above 68, so it's not going to be warm. Tiger's not a young man, but I think you got to look at Brooks Koepka. Brooks Koepka had a good week last week. He's coming in prepared. This guy, he carries it 330. He is a beast.
He's also the defending PGA champion too.
Yeah,
he won the
and he's
championship
also
last year.
defending U.S. Open champion. And
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
To Court. Court, what do you think about the fact that, or how do you feel about that golf still needs Tiger for it to be like of this upper echelon of like people talking about the sport and the money being up? I mean, what do you feel that like they still need him for that?
Well, I don't. Let's put it this way. I don't think they need him for that, but because you do have these stars coming up with DJ and Ricky Fowler and Rory and Spieth, and you've got all these guys that have raised the interest in golf. Whereas,
but they've been around. But they've been around for like 5 years now, and we keep talking about them as being like up and coming, but they don't. They don't do what he did.
Well,
you know
exactly. I mean? But you also can go back to look at 1986 when Nicklaus won the Masters, and it's like that brought golf to a whole nother level. When you have a guy that's an icon like Tiger Woods and comes in and wins a tour championship last year, on coming back. So it's the great comeback story.
Right.
You got a guy that comes back from all these injuries and all this Waffle House pussy.
Yeah, man.
And comes back and wins the tour championship, and then the following year, wins the Masters. That's the Cinderella story. So be it.
He's a Theon Greyjoy.
He's still the one that mainly crosses from
Emma.
sports
I appreciated it.
into pop culture. Still crosses.
Yeah, I mean, he's still he
for
brings
both good and bad reasons.
But don't you think that golf? But see, I feel like golf is still looking for their guy.
Oh,
the guy, and it was supposed to be Rory.
Yeah, I think Jordan Spieth
he's just not good enough.
I think a couple of those guys have passed the baton to each other. Jordan
and they keep
Spieth had a
passing
couple
it.
years.
I'm just saying, but Rory was supposed to be the guy, and he's just not good enough.
I'd argue it's better to have a couple guys pass it around to keep the sport alive than just have one guy who could,
Yeah, I mean,
fall into Waffle House pussy.
I don't think you're ever going to see. I mean, I think when you look at golf over the years, you've always had those icons. You had Palmer, and then you had Nicklaus and Player, and then you had the Greg Normans, and then you've had, in the mix of that, and then you had Tiger. Tiger came in right after, because Norman was big up until then, and then Tiger came in '97, and he spent 10 years, building the sport up with, and so you're kind of like now. It's been a while, and I think you're gonna kind of like, it's hard to come up with that guy. It's not easy.
I can imagine.
It's just not easy. And I agree with you, Eric. I think that there needs to be someone, but I think these Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, all these guys, the DJs, all these guys that are coming up and are making a name for themselves are kind of, Tiger created that. Tiger created the athlete in golf that was never there before. Tiger was an athlete, and he raised everybody's game. And nobody, I mean, you forget that, David Duval, who was not much.
I remember David Duval. Yeah, he was supposed to be the guy.
Yeah, David Duval actually came in and knocked Tiger off his perch and overtook the number one world golf ranking away from Tiger in his prime.
Yeah. That was like 99, right?
Yeah. But then he came back and destroyed him, though, and ruined it. And now he's gone. He just.
Well, yeah.
He got the yips.
Duval also got injured. And when he got injured, he never came back from his injury.
Yeah.
So.
Who do you. Okay, so I want to do it like this, okay? Do your wild card as your winner, and we'll do that pick last. All right? So that'll be your wild card's the person that's got to stay in the whole time. I assume that's be the person you expect to win, so we'll do that pick last, okay?
All right.
So who do you want 1 through 10?
1 through 10.
Who's your pick 1 through 10? You got.
I'm gonna have to take Rory this week.
Okay. Tiger's my 1 through 10.
Yeah, see, he's jumped up into the 10 now.
He's
winning
number
the Masters.
6, in the world. So Justin Thomas is the only 1 through 10 that's out. His wrist, he had to withdraw.
Okay.
So you got Brooks, Koepka, Rose, all those guys, Molinari, Bryson, Schauffele.
I don't even know golf enough, these players. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
I'm kind of a person that's kind of like a little bit outside. You hear a couple of names just because I watch the sports shows like PTI and stuff like that. So I'll hear the names. I'll hear Spieth. I'll hear these things. But then I always hear about them not winning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, Eric,
Spieth's
going through a big slump right now.
Yeah.
And, and that's just, that happens, man. It happens. Nobody fucking pulls it together all the time.
Right.
Tiger was the anomaly to that guy.
He was.
He was, and back then people were afraid of him. 97 to 2004, people were afraid of him. And now nobody's afraid of him.
And when you say being afraid, you just mean like that his presence isn't causing them to have the
like if I'm tied with him on the back nine and we're in the same group, he is much more comfortable than I am.
Right. That's what I mean.
He's not afraid of me of being like, I hope he's
not going to come around the corner with his club.
I have to play perfect, otherwise, it's like.
Well, I think you get guys start taking chances where they wouldn't normally take chances because they're like, oh my God, Tiger's coming up my heels. And I think people now don't have that same fear. Not to say there's not a lot of respect for him. I mean,
he's like Michael Jordan with the Wizards.
Guys,
11 through 20, we got John Rahm, Paul Casey, Kuchar, Day, Finau, Fleetwood, Cantley, Bubba Watson, Webb Simpson, and Patrick Reed.
You
want me to go first while you think about it, or I'll tell you mine?
Well, go ahead. Who do you got?
I got Jason Day, and because of that whole bomber, I'm going with bombers. I like your idea of bombers. So I like Jason Day.
Read those one more time.
So you got we got John Rahm, who's a bomber.
John Rahm.
Okay.
I'll take John Rahm.
He's number 11 in the world. Yeah, John Rahm's another bomber.
I'll take John Rahm.
Okay. 21 through 30, Louis Oosthuizen, Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
You want Louis Oosthuizen?
Louis.
Okay.
I want Louis.
I took Sergio Garcia.
Louis Oosthuizen has probably the best swing in golf, period.
Who got a beauty. Steve? I took Sergio Garcia, ranked number 26 in the world.
Good for you.
So you picked a loser.
You picked the loser.
All right, thank you. 31 through 40, we got Matt Wallace, Alex Noren, Eddie Pepperell, Matthew Fitzpatrick, Keegan Bradley.
Eddie Pepperell.
Okay, Eddie Pepperell. You didn't want to hear the rest? I got Keegan Bradley, and I'll tell you why. He's a bomber, number one. Number two, he went to St. John's University. Where is that? Queens, New York.
God.
Where did he play his
Here
college
we
golf?
go.
Bethpage Black. He's familiar with it, and he's ranked, what is he ranked? 35th in the world. I'm going to go with him. Now, 41 plus, Court. That's a lot of names, man. I'm not going to read off 41 plus, but, I'll give you some of the highlights of who I think.
All right.
You got the fat Kiri Akarbakanrat, the
What? Fucking cockroach of golf.
Yep.
Keep the-
Shane Lowry, JB Holmes,
The cockroach of golf.
Brendan
He's fucking Asian, man. He's Asian.
Brendan Grace, Kevin Na, Charles Howell, the human ATM machine, Keith Mitchell coming off that win.
John Daly's not on here anywhere.
No, John Daly's playing
there.
playing in a golf cart. The only person without,
John Daly.
and then got into a war with words with Tiger Woods.
Yeah, because he's
a
fat drunk
Tiger
slob.
Woods is right. Tiger Woods is right. That fat stone bastard should not be allowed to have a
He
golf
got a
cart.
golf cart because he's fat, and
Yeah.
they, somehow or another, the person that
Were
like
they fat
gets,
shaming him, and he was like, "I
Well,
need a
no,
cart."
No one's ever allowed to have a cart.
Right.
Because if you have a cart, you can't play. But he's like the guy who got the handicap pass, who was like had a friend who was a lawyer.
No.
And so he backed his way into a cart, and then they asked Tiger Woods. He goes, "I played golf on a broken leg. I'm sure if he can't play, he can't
Yeah.
play." And then he came back. He's like,
He went
"Fuck
to the
you,
broken
Tiger Woods."
leg
Yeah.
card.
It's an emotional support
I'll
card.
give you my 41 plus is JB Holmes. I'm going with the bomber again.
Yeah, I
So-
like that pick.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to pull up what the field is here, and I'm trying to see if there's anybody. Keep going. Give me some more names.
Jim Furyk.
Aaron Wise, Jim Furyk, Russell Knox, Charlie Hoffman's at 70, Lee Westwood, Ryan Palmer's out there, Luke List from Oregon, Ryan Moore, Adam Hadwin, Lucas Glover.
He won. Didn't he win there?
Lucas Glover did not. No, he did. He won the U.S. Open. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Daniel Berger, he hits the ball far. Cameron Champ hits the ball further than anybody else. But, I don't even know if he's in it, to be honest with you. Pick a 41 plus, bro. And then we're going with our wild card.
Let's see. 41 plus. Fuck. Give me a couple. Come on, read them again.
Jesus
Dickface. Come on.
Christ.
Justin Harding, Billy Horschel, Lucas Bajard,
Aaron
Shane
Wise.
Lowry,
Emilio Grillo.
Kevin Na.
Keith Mitchell.
No, I kind of want to take Charlie Hoffman.
Charlie Hoffman. Great.
He was great in Sons of
Charles
Anarchy.
Hoffman. He was great. Real fucking badass for an Australian dude.
I have no one on my list.
I think you're going to be drafting.
You
with
suck,
Britain.
Eric.
I don't like that pick. I gotta. Find
Well, you get to
this.
drop someone. Look later on. Tell me before tomorrow if you want to pick somebody else before they tee
All
off.
All right.
Who's your winner?
Brooks.
Me too. Fuck. I knew we were gonna do the same thing. Yeah, Brooks Koepka.
I'm going with Tiger.
Good for you, Eric. Good for you, dude. I'm
going
telling
with
you,
Tiger winning.
and that's my backup.
Because people like Court are talking about his game.
I win if Tiger wins because then I get Sam Tripoli loses and he has to pay off a bag of bets. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I hope the rain stays away. I'm flying to New York on Sunday, so there's a slight chance I'll end up showing up there on Sunday. So yeah.
Hey, so let's see. So let me see.
I hope I hear you.
Baba Booey!
Yeah. Mention your podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's the odds? What did you want to
so
mention,
funny.
Court? I'm gonna run.
Who's 40? Who's 41? So is
Jesus Christ, this guy. It's like look at.
I know,
look
he's
at-
like your
it's
grandpa.
Like my grandpa. Look
Yeah,
at the
yeah, your
fucking menu.
yeah,
Grandpa,
yeah.
pick a fucking lemonade.
It's the guy you said was a
Strawberry
cockroach.
lemonade.
What
original
what kind of
lemonade.
dressing? Is it a vinaigrette?
Christ
is it
almighty.
is
Pop
it,
pop.
Is it ranch?
Pop. Pick a lemonade.
41 is the
Cameron
cockroach.
Champ's in.
Cameron
I'll take-
Champ. All right, he's in. You want Cameron Champ? You got him. He's a bomber.
I
Hopefully
want
his fucking
Cameron
dainty
Champ
wrists
over,
are fine.
I want Cameron Champ over Charlie Hoffman.
Great. Cameron Champ, you got it. You asked for it, you got it.
Can you sign your initials next to that?
Hey, buddy, I'll call you this weekend. We'll chat each other up and we'll make each other laugh during the rounds. All right?
Yeah, you can. You and Mike Hall.
Yeah,
Hey.
buddy. You got anything you want to plug?
No.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you this. I'll talk to you this weekend, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Court.
I think Brenton wants to call in too, right? Brenton. Brenton, BB Biddlecomb's on the road.
Where is he?
Well, he was in New York. He's usually sitting over here. He's my right-hand man on this whole thing. And so he's been on the road. He was in New York doing Something's Burning. They did a whole series of Something's Burning.
Oh, nice.
With Bert last week in New York. But then
New York comics, good idea.
Yeah, they did a whole slew of them over there. And then on his way back, he stopped in Las Vegas. And then he wanted to just call in to give us some news, I guess. He was going to put some futures bets in for us. I wanted him to put some money that Tiger Woods won. And then also, I think he had other announcements for us. It was his first time in New York, dude. He's walking around like Buddy the Elf.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Staring at the buildings and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
whoa. There's so many lights.
Oh, he's an online. All right, well, I guess, yeah. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Just my podcast, Riffin' with Griffin.
If you like this podcast, and we know you do, there's 11 of you listening and watching right now live, then you want to listen and watch Erik Griffin's podcast,
yeah, Riffin' with Griffin.
Your opening theme song is fantastic as well, done by the Kyle.
I get like a bunch.
You get a bunch
from a bunch of people.
Nice.
So
all right, good.
Yeah, he's made some good ones. I can actually, if you want me to.
Yeah, let me hear it. I want to hear one of them.
Sound Effects Theater.
Yeah.
Are you doing any stand-up dates?
Yes, I'm going to be in Cobb's this weekend.
I was just there this
I know, I
past
saw your
weekend.
pictures. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cobb, but I'm only doing like 2 early shows, Friday and Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh.
So I'm just doing those shows. Oh,
That's
there he is. Boom, boom, boom.
Biddlecombe in the sports book live.
Hey guys.
What are you in the buffet?
I know, with a weird beard. What's going on?
What are you? Oh my God! Living his best life.
I know.
Is there any way to turn that music down, Vegas Dave?
Doesn't he look like he was? Doesn't it look like he had plastic surgery? Like his cheeks are
guys.
recovering.
You don't think so?
He doesn't see us, he said.
You don't see us?
Yeah, I don't see you.
Oh, we see you, bro.
We hear you
I know
for
you
sure.
see me. I see me. I don't need to see you guys. I know what you look like.
You can hear us, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
we look
here.
great, dude.
Yeah, I have my Clippers jersey on. I look fantastic.
we look fucking awesome, bro. You look like shit, though. That's the one thing. You look like
Yeah,
garbage,
you look
dude.
ragged, man.
You look
What's
like
happening?
You look like something John Stark made, and he was like, "Nah, fuck that. That's not really good." Oh my God, bro! Rough weekend. What happened? What'd you do?
I got engaged.
Oh snap! Look at that!
Wow.
You did it, man!
Wow.
Holy shit!
I did it.
And she said yes, I assume.
Wait, can we see that ring
Yeah.
again? What are
Yeah,
they
where'd you
what
get
are they
that ring,
paying
dude?
you
Who'd
over here?
Who'd you kill to get that ring?
Is that your
Biddlecombe?
grandma's ring? That's probably his grandma's ring. You know what I mean?
that ring, didn't you?
Beverly Hills.
Beverly
Hills.
Hills.
Oh, let's see.
That ATC
Wow,
money.
man.
Has it been certified? Though that he's saying this now, but
It's not. Yeah, did you get
I
that
don't
thing
know.
insured?
It might be a blood diamond. I don't know.
it's for sure a blood.
We have a question because I asked you
Those are
one of
best.
the early episodes of this podcast. We started way back in October at the All Things Comedy Festival. I asked you, I think I slipped and said your fiance, and you said she's not my fiance, she's my girlfriend. And I broke your chops about, when are you going to do it? At that point, when I did that, did you A, have the ring, or B, have the plan to do this already in the works? Or was I the catalyst for this whole relationship?
You mean you ruined his ass? Is what you did?
Yeah.
You tell us, what was it?
No, I got the ring about 2 weeks ago, but I had the plan about 3 months ago.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
he did ruin it.
it was me that gave you the idea to finally go, you know what? Maybe Steve's right. Maybe I should take this relationship a bit more seriously and really look at this person as someone I could commit the rest of my life to. Do you want me to write your whole vows for you right now, Brenton?
With you, the more I realize I don't take advice from you.
Brenton, you should take advice from me. Look how well you've done so far. A television spot. A wife. Look how your life's turned upside down since I've had this podcast with you. You're winning a Game of Thrones death pool.
Facial
that no
hair.
one thought you were going to
Yeah,
win.
the facial hair.
You got facial hair for the first time in your life. You got pep in your step, and I think you grew an inch.
yeah.
Look at you,
Yeah, yeah.
Brenton.
He's a full 5.
And you
By
got
the
a
way,
poor
I'm at
network
the,
connection.
Sorry if it's loud. I'm at the Aria buffet right now.
Of course,
So
all
it's
right.
super loud in here.
You're at the Aria buffet.
Fucking- look at
How
this guy.
dare
Name
you?
dropper. Name dropper on the podcast.
The Aria buffet.
Yeah, I love you. You could have
Bastard.
just said the buffet, bro.
Yeah,
You have
I'm
to
in
mention
Vegas.
Did they
So
give
I'm
it to you for free?
Yeah, but the Aria buffet. Wow.
Oh,
Sure.
no, listen to this. So the plan was I got a penthouse in the Venetian for her, and we took a limo from the airport, and then I proposed in the room. So she had no idea she was staying in a penthouse. She had no idea we were taking a car to the hotel. And then she was looking out the window, and she turned around, and I was on my knee and, did the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
So cute.
God, Brenton.
And,
Did she even see you on your knee?
Then you took her down. You took her down
Was
to
she
the
like,
tables.
where are you? Where'd you go, Brenton?
Did you take her down to the tables
Where
after
is he?
that?
It was next to the grand piano in the dining room.
Dude, you got the Rain Man
wow.
suite and everything. God damn, baby
for
Biddle.
you.
Good for you, man.
I'm so happy for you, buddy.
You didn't want to do it on the podcast? I think.
Yeah, well, you are getting married on the podcast. That I know for a
We're
fact.
doing the wedding in here.
I'd be the second person if I had proposed in the podcast
Yeah,
studio.
that's true. That's happened
Who
before.
else did it?
Kelsey Cook got proposed to by her fiance in here
on the
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah.
My God, what a magical room. Eric only gave me a hand job during this podcast. Fuck.
Baby steps.
I'm excited for you, man. Hey,
one at a time,
you got to do me a favor. Take $20 and go put it on Tiger Woods to win the PGA Championship, whatever the odds are laying, all right?
I will. Do you want to do any baseball or football?
Yeah, give me
bets.
the future bets. Take a picture of it. Send me a picture of the future bets. And
Okay.
I definitely want, because the Baltimore one's not going to pay off, dude. They're not winning the World Series.
No.
They might lose 100 games. But by the way, it's a quarter of the baseball season done. And the Boston Red Sox have 24 wins. The New York Yankees have 25 wins. And the Tampa Bay Rays have 25 wins. So that would mean all three teams would have over 95 wins. And that would be a prediction I made on this podcast a month ago. Three teams in the American League East having 95-plus wins. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The only podcast where you can get this kind of hubris, this kind of arrogance sent to you via the internet. Hey, buddy, we're going to take off. Thank you so
Sounds
much for
good,
jumping
guys.
in. Congratulations,
Congrats, Brenton.
Congrats, Brenton.
And you're going to be back next week? You better
I'll be back next week.
All right, because you got to run the ship. I'm going to be in New York, but we'll talk this week, all
Okay.
right? Enjoy,
Sounds
buddy.
good.
Congratulations.
Later, guys.
Later.
Bye.
And then here's a little Kyle Kuzmundo.
Yeah, let me hear it.
A little riffing with Griffin, Kyle Kuzmundo.
Oh, yeah, bro. Hit me with them beats. Hit me with them beats right there.
It's downloading.
Oh, perfect.
So,
By the way, while it's downloading, I'm going to be in Cleveland this weekend. I'm leaving tonight on a plane, the Red Eye, going to Cleveland at Hilarities.
You have a dream? Get off your
Hilarities
ass
Comedy
and make
Club.
that shit happen.
Tomorrow night, Friday and Saturday.
Get off your ass.
Tickets are on sale.
Get off your ass and make that shit happen. Griffin with Griffin. This is Griffin with Griffin. Griffin with Griffin. Damn.
Oh my God.
Dude, have you listened to this in your car?
Yeah, this is. Are you kidding?
Dude, I do when I pick my kids up.
Yeah, this guy's great.
Dude,
but that's a great Kyle Kuzmundo
Oh,
out
my
there.
God, dude.
He's so good.
It really is.
You don't say his name right, but it's Kyle Kuzmundo.
I just say Kyle.
Because I saw one of your episodes.
Kyle.
You said some weird version of his name.
Quizamindo.
Yeah.
Quizmondo.
Quiznos. Yeah, but he needs a better name.
Thank you, Kyle, for the wonderful intro.
You
song.
cheated
Thank
on
you.
me, Kyle. You cheated on me.
I connected with. I sought your bitch out.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
okay.
I went after her. I covet
Yeah,
thy
so don't
neighbor's
leave,
wife.
don't leave your producers around fucking
don't-
Steve
We
Rannazzisi.
covet thy neighbor's wives around here. I'll be in Cleveland this weekend, and then June 19th at the Belly Room in the Comedy Store with Sean Patton from New York. We're doing a half-hour piece. So
Oh, nice.
Tickets are on
And
sale.
go to ericgriffin.com and you can see all where I'm going to be.
Yes, EricGriffin.com.
With a K, ericgriffin.com.
You said you're going to Cobb's this weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to be at
for
Cobb's
shows.
this weekend. Yeah. You know.
Perfect. And you got any dates? Anything?
I'm
You
moving to New York, and next
You're
week.
walking from Denver to
Yeah, so
Chicago.
he can use some housewarming gifts. Pots and pans.
Next week we were talking. Next week is gonna be my last week, but also it's gonna be Brody Stevens' birthday. May 22nd falls right on Wednesday, which is
That's
really
amazing. We'll do a little celebration of Brody next
maybe
week.
do a baseball card game or
Fuck
something.
yes,
yeah.
absolutely. I'll be in New York, but we'll do it for sure. You guys can set it up.
You
Awesome,
got it.
guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back again next week. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. You got it.
Play.